In this video, I share 22 practical gift ideas for anyone who loves to cook. These products won't add clutter or end up stuffed away in a closet or re-gifted. These are gifts that whoever you give them to will actually use. Some of these gifts are expensive, but as I go through the list, I'll explain why I chose each item and give you more affordable alternatives to consider. I've linked to all of these gifts in the video description, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below. A cutting board makes such a good gift because it's something the person you give it to can use every day. And even if they already have one, it's helpful to have 2 or 3 handy for prepping a big meal or when one is dirty. There are dozens of great options available, but I recommend this made-in board because it's 1.5 inches thick and heavy, so it won't slide on your counter. It has a completely flat side, and the other side has a groove to catch juices. I'm also a fan of the Saucier LA cutting board. This board is called Alfred, and it's made in the USA out of American black walnut. It has juice grooves on one side and 3 compartments on the other that you can use for diced ingredients or dips, nuts, olives, or berries if you use it as a charcuterie board. It also has removable rubber feet on both sides to prevent slipping. If the made-in and Saucier LA boards are too expensive, this Epicurean board is a good alternative. This board is much thinner and lighter than the other 2. It's made in the USA out of paper composite that won't dull your knives, and it's dishwasher safe. Speaking of dull knives, another really useful gift is a knife sharpener. There are all sorts of sharpeners available, from whetstones to pull-through hand sharpeners, but the type I've been obsessed with lately is the roller sharpener. The one I use is the Horrell 2. Whetstones can be intimidating for beginners, and pull-through sharpeners frankly don't work that great. These roller sharpeners solve both problems. They're simple to use and highly effective. All you have to do is attach the knife to the magnetic angle support, then use the roller to gently grind the edge back and forth with the diamond disc. After you grind the edge on both sides, use the ceramic honing disc to finish them. Finally, remove any remaining particles with a strop or a cloth. If the Horrell 2 is too expensive, there are a few other cheaper brands that I'll link to below. This product is called the SplatterDōm, and it's designed to sit on top of your pans and prevent grease from splattering all over your cooktop. I was skeptical when I first tried it out, but it actually works. It's especially useful for gas stovetops that are a pain to clean. You can adjust the height, and it comes with lids, so you don't have to remove the whole dome to check the food. It's microwave safe and dishwasher safe. It fits 10 and 12-inch pans, and it folds for easy storage. A pizza stone is an awesome gift for anyone trying to level up their pizza making at home. The ceramic stone absorbs moisture, which results in crispier crust. It also retains heat more evenly than a metal pan. I conducted a test where I cooked pizza on a stone and pizza on a sheet pan using the same ingredients, and the pizza on the stone came out significantly better. I'll link to my favorite pizza stones in the video description, but honestly, the brand matters less than the material, thickness, and size. Look for stones made of ceramic or cordierite that are between 3/4 of an inch and 1 inch thick, and make sure the diameter is at least 14 inches. Speaking of pizza, if you want to splurge on someone who loves to make pizza at home, a pizza oven like the Ooni Karu 16 is a fantastic gift. These ovens have gained a ton of popularity in recent years, and for good reason. They can produce restaurant quality pizza at home in minutes. Because the Ooni can reach over 800 degrees Fahrenheit, the crust puffs up and gets crispy on the outside, while the inside of the dough stays soft. In that same test I just mentioned, I also cooked a pizza in the Ooni, and that pizza came out even better than the one cooked on the stone in the regular oven. These ovens are expensive, but for someone special in your life who loves to make pizza, it's worth the money. Anyone who loves to cook already has a chef's knife, but that doesn't mean they can't use another one. I keep several on hand so I don't have to wash them while preparing a meal. You don't want to cut fruit with a knife you just used to cut onions. If you really want to impress someone, brands like Wusthof, Zwilling, Schoon, and Oysha are on the high end. But if function and value are bigger priorities, brands like Misen and Victorinox make great gifts. Made In is another brand I'm a fan of. They let you personalize their chef's knife with a custom engraving, which is a great way to make the gift even more special. I don't usually recommend buying knife sets, but this prep set from Caraway is the perfect gift for anyone starting out. It's ideal for college kids, young adults, and newlyweds. It comes with a chef's knife, utility knife, bread knife, paring knife, 5 wooden utensils, kitchen shears, and a modular organization unit. These aren't premium forged knives, but they work well, and this set has all the essentials to get you started. If you're shopping for someone who loves to bake, the Caraway Bakeware Set is a great gift. It comes with 2 baking sheets, a muffin pan, a rectangular pan, a cooling rack, a 9-inch square pan, 2 9-inch circular pans, and storage organizers. Each pan is made of an aluminized steel core coated in a safe ceramic nonstick coating that makes it easy to clean. This is the Sage Green set, but it comes in 8 other colors. If you don't want to give a complete bakeware set, a pie pan is a simple gift that anyone who loves to bake will appreciate, and you can always use more than one of these. This Le Creuset stoneware pie pan has a scalloped edge and a colorful scratch-resistant glaze. It's safe in the freezer, oven, microwave, broiler, and dishwasher. Dutch ovens are one of my favorite pieces of cookware because they retain heat well and the heavy lid locks in moisture. They're ideal for soups, stews, chili, and other slow-cooked meals. If the person you're shopping for doesn't already have a Dutch oven, it's a special gift that they're guaranteed to love. On the high end, you have brands like Le Creuset, Staub, and Made In, but there are other good quality, lower cost options like Lodge, Misen, and Great Jones. Similarly, a cast iron skillet is another practical gift for any home cook. These pans are thick, heavy, and hold heat well. They're ideal for searing meat, roasting, frying, cooking eggs, and much more. The great thing about cast iron skillets is that they're relatively inexpensive. You can buy a Lodge or Calphalon skillet for around $30. If you want to spend a little more, Stargazer skillets are made in the USA and they feature longer handles, a smoother cooking surface, and larger helper handles than most brands. And each skillet has the date it was made stamped onto the bottom side of the helper handle. If you like the idea of a cast iron skillet but prefer a lighter weight pan, consider carbon steel. These pans are durable and versatile and perform almost the same as cast iron. The main difference is that they have thinner walls, and because of that, they heat up faster and weigh significantly less. I'm a fan of the Matford carbon steel skillet because it has a wide cooking surface and a long handle. Blenders aren't just for smoothies. You can make soups, nut butter, dressings, sauces, and much more. If you know the person you're shopping for doesn't have a blender, it's an incredibly useful gift. I use mine almost daily. I highly recommend Vitamix Ascent series blenders, but if those are more than you want to spend, Ninja and Clean Blend make much more affordable blenders that perform similarly. OXO food storage containers are an affordable and thoughtful gift. These containers are perfect for storing rice, oatmeal, cereal, pasta, coffee, sugar, and other pantry items. The lids have an airtight seal to keep foods fresh, but they open easily with a push of a button. Braisers are made of enameled cast iron and have thick construction similar to a Dutch oven, but the sides are much shorter and the cooking surface is wider. These pans are ideal for searing, simmering, frying, and of course, braising. Short ribs, brisket, burgers, chicken piccata, and ossobuco are perfect recipes for a braiser. Similar to Dutch ovens, Staub and Le Creuset make good quality but expensive braisers, while brands like Lodge and Tramontana make more affordable options. For people who love to cook and eat meat, a new set of steak knives is a practical and thoughtful gift. There are two sets I recommend that are very different from each other. First is this Robert Welch set. These knives have classic black riveted handles and a serrated edge. The other option I like is the Dalstrong Gladiator series. These knives are larger and much more eye-catching. The handles are made of a strong and moisture-resistant fiberglass-like material, and the German steel blades have a satin finish with a straight edge. I often get asked, should I buy steak knives with a serrated or straight edge? Straight edge steak knives slice through meat cleaner but dull quicker. Serrated steak knives make it easier to cut through fibrous meats like ribeye, but the cuts aren't as clean and you can lose some of the juices in the process. If you don't mind occasionally sharpening the edges, I recommend straight edge steak knives. You can't go wrong gifting a serving platter to someone who loves cooking and entertaining. Even if they have several platters already, it's nice to have a handful to choose from, and you never know when you'll need an extra one for larger gatherings. A waffle maker is a great gift for breakfast lovers, people with kids, or anyone who appreciates chicken and waffles once in a while. This Presto flip-side waffle maker is affordable and simple to use. It doesn't have any temperature settings. You plug it in, wait for it to preheat, and put in the batter. If you want a higher end model, this Breville Smart 4-slice waffle maker costs more but has controls for specific types of waffles, a browning control dial, and what they call a bit more button that lets you cook for a minute longer without restarting. Air fryers have become wildly popular lately, and for good reason. They cook food fast and evenly and mimic the results of a deep fryer with little to no oil. I recently reviewed the Ninja Air Fryer Max XL, which I'll link to below. It's easy to use, versatile, portable, and in my opinion, one of the best air fryers on the market. It's ideal for 2 adults or families with young kids. But if you have a large household with more than 2 adults or teenagers, you'll be better off with Ninja's 7-quart or 10-quart 2-basket air fryer. A magnetic knife stand makes an awesome gift. I prefer this style over bulky knife blocks for a few key reasons. First, you can see the entire knife clearly, making it easy to grab the right one for the task. It won't dull or damage the blade like some slots in knife blocks can, and it's a nice way to show off a beautiful knife collection. The magnetic knife bars that you can mount to the wall free up counter space, but I wouldn't recommend giving them as a gift. Not everyone has the space or desire to drill holes in their wall to hang a permanent knife holder. The knife stand is less of a commitment since you can move it around or store it if necessary. This knife stand is by the brand Oisha. It's expensive but has a beautiful wood grain and a powerful magnet hidden inside the wood. There are plenty of other cheaper brands, but make sure to read reviews because some have weak magnets. A digital scale is a helpful gift for anyone who loves to bake. It's also great for people on a diet or anyone who wants to get an accurate measurement on certain ingredients. Measuring cups are easy to use, but weighing ingredients on a digital scale is more accurate. I recommend the Amelo Max 33-pound kitchen scale. It's the one I use in my kitchen, and you've probably seen me weighing knives and pans with it in my other videos. It's easy to use. Just turn it on, select the unit, and make sure it's tiered and showing 0. If you're using a bowl or a cup, place the bowl on the scale and press this button so it only weighs the ingredients. It can weigh ingredients up to 33 pounds, but it's sensitive to increments as small as 0.1 ounce. It measures in grams, ounces, kilograms, pounds, and milliliters. The final gift on this list is stainless steel cookware. It's the most versatile and durable type of cookware, and in this video, I share my favorite brands. Hopefully this video sparked some good gift ideas. And if you want to purchase any of the products I mentioned, I've linked to them below in the description. Those are affiliate links, so I'll earn a commission if you click and buy, but at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.